Hello, today we're going to be doing a video on Palpatine's contingency plan. It's definitely relevant to all the Star Wars movies. If you haven't heard of it yet, it's definitely going to give you a deeper look into Star Wars. It comes from mainly there's other sources, but mainly it's from Star Wars Empire's End, Star Wars Aftermath, Empire's End. That's the main source. Which by the way, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of that book. Um, Along with some other ones. Once I hit 25 subscribers. Um, so once you guys, all you gotta do is subscribe. Make sure your subscriptions are public. Go to your channel. Click settings, and it should give you an option to make your subscriptions public. That way I know you're subscribed to me, and I can enter you into the giveaway. To win either Star Wars Aftermath, Empire's End, or Leia, Princess of Alderaan. You can pick which one you want. So, on to the video. Today, we're gonna be talking about Palpatine's contingency plan. Um, so that is why the Empire was destroyed. It's not because of the losses at the Battle of Endor, the fleet losses. Those didn't really affect the Empire that much. Some people think it did, really didn't. It's Palpatine's contingency plan. He had the Empire destroyed. Now, before he even became Emperor, well, he was still Chancellor or even Senator in the Republic. He came up with this plan. So basically, the plan is that if he's killed, that means the Empire has failed him. The Empire has failed its Emperor, and then that Empire is no longer worthy to exist, and it should be destroyed. And he had his Empire destroyed. Um, and he had it rebirthed into the First Order and eventually the Final Order. We're explaining how that happens. Okay, so Palpatine set up a series of observatories on different planets. They're basically just like places he can keep Sith relics and stuff. And while he was going to Jakku to set up one of those observatories, he met a little boy named Gallius Rax, and Gallius Rax snuck onto Palpatine's yacht. Palpatine found him, and he selected Gallius Rax to be his part of his contingency plan. So he had Gallius Rax put him in charge of building the observatory on Jakku, and since he did a good job at that, he promoted him to Admiral and eventually Grand Admiral within the Empire, and tasked him with carrying out the contingency plan should Palpatine die, which he did. Well, not really, but um. So what happened? So now that's basically what the plan was. And the observatory at Jakku was actually modified to actually be able to destroy Jakku, which it almost did. And so to fit the contingency plan. So now we're gonna stop talking about what the plan was and how it. And now we're gonna start talking about what actually happened. So before the battle, Palpatine masterminded the Battle of Endor, a trap for the rebellion. But before he sensed a shatter point, so yes, he does have shatter point. That is confirmed. Shatter point's a force ability where you can basically sense weaknesses. Um, so sense basically things coming together in the final that's gonna decide fate. It's a very powerful force ability. Any sense that the force was in imbalance. He didn't. There was a possibility he could be killed. Apparently, as you know now, with Rise of Skywalker, he could come back, so he probably wasn't too worried about that. But he told Gallius Rax to take his Super Star Destroyer, the Ravager, into a nebula and hide, which he did. And he realized when Gallius Rax came back out of hiding, he realized that the Emperor was dead, and that it was time to start the contingency. Operation Cinder, which anyone who's played Star Wars Battlefront would know. Basically what that was is destroying super loyal Imperial worlds that would um definitely be large Imperial remnants that he didn't want because he was dead. He wanted the Empire completely destroyed. So he had those worlds with the Operation Cinder satellites. He basically had them decimated. Um, and then um Gallius Rax began slowly tearing apart the Empire, and he allowed it to be weakened and weakened and weakened until it was only a relatively small force, which he took to his home planet, Jakku. Now this is where the Battle of Jakku comes from. We see records from that battle in The Force Awakens. This is the same battle. You actually fly through the They actually fly through the Ravager in the Millennium Falcon in one of the TIE Fighter chase scenes. But back to the topic. So he amasses all that's left of the Imperials. Mostly, there's a few other remnants, but vast majority of the Imperials are at Jakku. Um, and he kind of purposely misleads them to get a little crazy. It's a desert planet. It's really hot. They're left without proper food and water. And what he's doing, he's literally driving them insane. And it's gonna help take them down. But Palpatine had also included in his contingency plan a plan to destroy the rebellion, or now the New Republic by this point. But Palpatine didn't know that when he created the plan to destroy them as well. So the New Republic eventually discovered that all the Imperials were amassing at Jakku, and they actually didn't attack it immediately. They had a whole political thing in their new Senate, but eventually, and it did pass that they were going to attack Jakku. So they amassed the entire New Republic fleet, which is and they went to Jakku, and then there was the big battle of Jakku. Now I'm not going to go too into depth in that battle um today in this video. I'll do a future video um on the actual battle of Jakku. But basically what happened is, okay, so he's got both the Imperial fleet and the New Republic fleet at Jakku. So now all he's gotta do is destroy Jakku, flee with the Emperor's best troops, or really a bunch of children, in the Emperor's luxury yacht to go start the First Order. All the other major galactic powers will be destroyed. Then they can go start the First Order, rebuild, reconquer the galaxy. Palpatine gets reborn somewhere along the way. He rejoins it. Basically, his Empire's restored. So that was his plan. It's really not a plan of Palpatine coming back, because he could have just recloned himself right into the Empire he already had. It's almost more so of a plan of punishing the Empire for allowing his death. But but that didn't work out quite as well as they planned. So, Admiral Ray Salone actually stopped Admiral Gallius Rax from destroying the planet. He was gonna destroy the planet by he had a shaft drilled to the planet's core, and he put Sith artifacts down into the shaft, and they went into the core and they destabilized the core. We're supposed to blow up the entire planet, but Ray Salone and Brenton Wexley managed to vent the shaft and stop the planet from exploding. Actually, in The Force Awakens, you can see visible cracks along the planet's surface. That's what that's from. That failed attempt to blow up the planet. And yeah, the New Republic eventually beat the Empire there. He did still flee in the Empire's Yuggs. Actually, Admiral Sloane did, with some of the some troops, actually young children that were like trained to be super soldiers. Um, and they went out, they rejoined with a fleet Palpatine had set aside, which consisted of um many Imperial class Star Destroyers. There is no exact number, but likely quite a few. And then his Eclipse Super Star Destroyer. And I'm gonna note this is not like the Eclipse from Legends. It is still an Executor class Star Destroyer. Looks just like the Executor. It's just still called the Eclipse. Um, so Galus Rax had set that entire fleet aside. All those ships had mysteriously disappeared. They went into the unknown regions, and that's where Ray Sloan and the children went. And yeah, then they joined up, started the First Order, came back, and retook the galaxy eventually. Um, so yeah, that's Palpatine's contingency plan. Definitely keep on the lookout for a Battle of Jakku video. Make sure to subscribe so you can get entered into that giveaway. Also, please leave in the comments any future videos you want me to do. Anything revolving around Star Wars, I'll do any of it. Um, any Star Wars videos you want me to do, any topics you want me to cover, I'll cover them if you ask in the comments. Well, that's it for today.